A small plane crashes and burns in a Kansas cornfield. It's a tragic turn of events for these young friends, including recent Oral Roberts University graduate Hannah Luce.
It was May 11th, 2012. It was an ordinary day, just like any other day. We were headed from Tulsa, Oklahoma to Council Bluffs, Iowa.
They're heading to a Teen Mania Ministries event organized by Luce's evangelist father, Ron. The friends could drive, which would take them about 6.5 hours. But one of them knows a licensed pilot who offers to fly them, which would only take about 2 hours. At 3:45 p.m., the red, white, and blue Cessna 401, tail number N9DM, takes off from the Richard Lloyd Jones Jr. Airport in Tulsa.
We were up in the air for 1 hour and enjoying our time together, and there's a high energy.
It's chilly in the plane, so the pilot turns on the cabin or combustion heater. It gives off a foul odor, so the pilot shuts it off. Then, moments later, at about 8,000 feet, something terrifying happens. There's a fire. Dark smoke starts filling the cabin.
You hear a lot of coughing. We're trying to figure out how to survive in this situation.
The pilot has no choice. He has to make an emergency landing. They're about 1/3 of the way to their destination. The plane is over Chanute, Kansas.
I remember looking outside of the window as I'm trying to cover my face to block the smoke with my blouse.
This type of airplane, because it's not pressurized, does not have the goggles and the oxygen available that an airliner would have that flies at high altitude. I think it was a very grim situation inside that airplane.
At 4:30 p.m., the Cessna slams into the ground. The right wingtip is the first point of impact, causing the plane to cartwheel.
You couldn't see anything past your hand because the smoke was so thick.
3 of the 5 people on board are killed instantly. Luce and her friend Austin Anderson, a 27-year-old former Marine, are alive, but badly injured. They managed to walk to a road and flag down help. Anderson, burned over 90% of his body, dies the next morning. Luce, burned over nearly 30% of her body, is the sole survivor. NTSB investigators quickly zero in on what caused the crash. 2 weeks before the accident, the same pilot got an overheat warning in the same plane. The heater shut down without incident that time. Logbooks show the heater was inoperative during the plane's most recent annual inspection. Probable cause? The malfunction of the cabin heater, which resulted in an in-flight fire and smoke in the airplane. That's the same thing that led to the 1985 crash of a DC-3, which killed singer Ricky Nelson, son of Ozzie and Harriet.
Combustion heaters in airplanes have a history of causing problems. They can cause in-flight fire. In some cases, they cause carbon monoxide poisoning. It doesn't matter if it's your own personal airplane or if it's an A380. If there is a known mechanical malfunction, maintenance has to be performed and the airplane determined to be airworthy.
This was a known malfunction with an aircraft and an aircraft system, and that multiple people had looked at it, the pilot was aware of it. You never want to fly or conduct an operation, especially with a known malfunctioning piece of equipment, such as a heater. This pilot should have never taken that airplane on that flight.
We're all survivors. We all have pain. Pain is pain. We all struggle. And as much as my struggles are very drastic, so many people across the world are experiencing so much worse than I ever did.